All right, so tonight we're going to work on the cup and the saucer. So I have here ivory black, or any black you have, white, titanium white though, and Prussian blue. So I'm going to work with, what I want to do is create a value, some kind of value to show that this cup and saucer have darks and lights. So right now it's flat, and we want to make it look like it's round, and the saucer as well. This is deeper in here. This part is deeper, and it has a whiter part here, which is not important because we can go, once we put the design on, we can go in between and highlight the really light part. But in general, it's easier to do the values, like the light and dark, to create the shape and then add the pattern. So what I'm doing right now, I'm mixing black and white, gray. So I'm creating kind of a lightish, sorry, I'm going to do this so you can see it. Lighter gray, kind of. Not too dark, because remember, we have to keep in mind that acrylic dries darker. And we need to have, at least for the cup, enough gray in there so we don't have to mix the gray again halfway through. So this is a good, I think, let me just lower the exposure so you can see on the camera. Okay. The thing with acrylic is that you have to keep in mind always that it is going to dry darker. Now, I have a good kind of light color gray, and I want now to put blue in it. So I'm going to take a bit of that Prussian blue with the corner of my brush, put it in. Prussian blue is very strong. Mix it. Slowly. Don't add too much Prussian blue because you'll end up with a lot of Prussian blue and it's hard to get rid of it. So slowly take with the corner of the brush and build it up. Build up your Prussian blue slowly. Okay, I can see it now. I can see the Prussian blue. Okay. Now, I'm not sure now if this color is going to be dark, too dark when I put it on the cup, but it's okay. I can highlight it if it's too dark. So I'm going to start with where it's dark. I'm going to put this color in. I think I can go a little bit darker, a little bit more Prussian blue, tiny bit more black. So I can, the only reason is I'm adding this Prussian blue slowly because we need, it's nice to see it. Yes, I can see it now. Right, you cannot see it, but it's right there. On the camera, it doesn't show that well, but it's there. Okay, let's go a little bit darker. Like I said, I'm not worried because I can always highlight if it's too dark. A little bit more black, more Prussian blue. So gauge, just look at the reference and see how close you are. Ah, that's perfect. That has more. It's a gray blue, so it has more. See? That's awesome. It's going to dry darker, which is fine. That's exactly what we want. We want it to dry darker. But it's not very dark. Now, this is this part. And now I'm going to wipe this brush. Don't clean it, just wipe it. Bring in a bit more white into that same mixture. Bring in white. And blend. So this white has blue in it. It's not just white. It's a gray white. So it is a gray that has white in it, or gray blue, I should say, that has more white in it. Now I'm going to adjust because I pushed in the white too much in, and I don't want to lose that the dark I have. Wipe my brush, take in some more white, and just blend. Blend it softly. There. I'm not pushing too hard on the brush, so it's easy to blend now. To blend that, give that softness right there. There. That's all we need to do. So I'm going to let it dry, and I feel that it needs more darks. Actually, I think it needs a little bit more dark right now here. More blue. And I'll tell you why. It's right here, right there. I would like to see more blue because the flowers are going to cast some kind of a soft shadow on this. And also this part right there is darker. So I'm going to push more blue into the gray, and adjust the dark blue. I'm going to wait for it to dry again and adjust the value if it needs to be adjusted. It looks... So go ahead.
The little part on the bottom.
This part
the
here?
Bottom part?
This?
You're not putting any
Yes, I am.
dark from that one?
Yes, I am. I'm going to bring that down in a minute.
Okay.
But I'm going to take a little bit more gray than blue because the bottom part doesn't have the blue on it, the blue pattern on it. So I'm going to bring a little, I'm going to bring a little bit more gray in here, down, and let me just clean my brush. Just to give a difference between the white porcelain and the porcelain that has the pattern on. Now I'm going to take white again and put it in that gray, quite a bit of white now, and just give this part. This white has gray in it. It's not, it looks like it's just white, but it does have gray in it. Now, again, clean my brush. Oh, jeez. And take some of this, where is the gray that I mixed? Just a little bit here. Because you want to have a soft transition between the gray in the back and the gray in the front. So I'm just gonna kind of highlight a little bit the gray and just let it go. Let it be. Don't do anything more than that. Push it down a bit maybe. You see now that the cup is drying, the paint on the cup is drying, and it's drying with kind of a, you can see the brush strokes, the way you can see that it's choppy, it's harsh. So I'm gonna go now, I'm gonna go back, because now I can adjust black and white and blue, same mixture I had before. I can adjust it because the blue or the color is drying darker, so I can now gauge how much I need to adjust the value. I always like to work from dark to light. And once we put the pattern on, we can highlight in between the pattern, and I'll explain in a minute what I mean by highlighting in between the pattern. So this is kind of like a glazing right now. I'm glazing the color on, not too hot, not too thick, and just kind of softening all this with the glaze, okay, to get the right value I want. Sometimes I actually ignore the reference and I do my own thing, because photography is different than having something photographed the way it looks and painting it. It's not the same. Okay, good. We're good. Perfect. All right, we're going to leave this to dry. We will adjust if it needs adjustment, but I think it's fine. And we will move on to the saucer in a minute. I'm going to pause. All right, now let's work on the bottom part where the saucer is. I am going to take, again, black and white. This is my main color. It doesn't have to be dark. For at the beginning, you know, at first, we don't have to do dark. So it's medium tone. And I'm going to put blue in it, of course, again. There we go. It's a good color. It's gray blue. And I'm just going to start where the dark kind of is, and then move on from there. So this is where the dark, I can see the dark right there, dark part. Dark right there, and of course very dark here, but we can increase the amount of dark in a minute. Right now we'll just put that here, and I'm going to start adding a little bit of white in that same mixture, because I need that gray still. And I'm going to come here. I know I'm going to be putting the pattern there eventually. And I'm going to mix softly this part. Oh my God, you don't know how much I'm challenging myself right now. It's really a challenge, but it's great. It's good. I like that. Good challenge.
With the
with the whole thing. I love this because it's really a great challenge. It just gets you out of your comfort zone and you push yourself more. So it's awesome. This is how you improve in the skill. Doing stuff like this, it improves your skill, because if you keep doing the same thing, and it's easy, then you stagnate. Okay, again, I'm going to take some white, put it in. Again, a little bit more highlights. Now it's kind of back and forth to build that deep, beautiful color. So usually you want to slowly add layers of the highlights and the darks and wait for it to dry. Go back, adjust the values, and build up your beautiful, deep colors, layers of nice, beautiful, deep colors. So back and forth a bit, and the more I go in and I adjust, the nicer it looks. Okay, now I can see that there's a band right there of dark that comes into this part. So once I have it on, all I need to do is blend between light and dark. Just a soft blend right there. There. Not much, just a bit of a soft blend. Don't forget, once we put the pattern on, eventually, we will go in again and in between the pattern, enhance the highlights in there. Oops. I'm putting the highlights right now. I'm trying to put some of these highlights in there, but we will put more once we have the pattern on. This is just to show us, give us an idea where the highlights are. And it helps make the saucer look more 3D. With the corner of my brush, instead of having my brush kind of flat, I'm using it corner to blend. This is perfect. It's good enough. I don't need more than that. It's really good. Now I'm going to take black and white again. I washed my brush because it becomes a little bit dry if you don't wash it. And mixing now darker kind of color. Put some blue in it. Black and white, darker black and white. Put some blue in it. Touch the tip of my brush in water again. And now I'm going to come here.
It's more gray than blue.
I would put more blue in it. Yes, it's gray, too gray right now. I'm adjusting it to more blue in the gray. And when I'm putting this shadow, I'm going to go with the movement of the saucer. So not straight line, it just goes right there. It moves in a curve down to here. And at this point, I'm going to let it dry, but I know by looking at the saucer, there is no harsh line in there. So I'm going to go back. You can take round brush, add a little bit more white into this dark combination that I made, and come back here and just soften the edge with some white. In white dipped in this dark color, not just white. Okay, so that softens this. And I can see here that I missed a little bit. A shape, which is fine because this is going to be dark anyway, really dark eventually. Again, once we put the pattern on, we're not going to see most of this. We will see it, but it's not going to be too strong. The values, the lights and darks, it's going to be okay. It's very busy pattern, so it's good. One thing I'm going to do right now, it's taking black and white. And I'm going to put down here the bottom of this saucer at the bottom here. My apologies, I have to turn it around a bit. That's the only way I can do this part. Make sure it's nice and round. There. Now, Let's take a little bit of white into this gray. And after I do this, I'm going to stop. I'm going to pause.
Let's mix it and let's start lifting.
Ah, okay. So move on to another area where it's more drier. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. Or just wait.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So you wait is fine. Right. So this cup, the bottom part is darker on this side. It's actually dark all over. Right here. I'm going to wait for it to dry and then we'll do it again if we need to. But for now, I'm just going to pause. Enough for now. All right. So we're done with the saucer and cup, and we put all of the darks and lights. So we're ready now to trace on the, or paint, or draw the, actually draw, not paint, or trace the pattern on. And then we will continue next week with the greens and the flowers.